Researchers are always learning new information about the novel coronavirus that causes COVID-19. They're also learning more about a rare complication that may be especially concerning to parents. It's called Multisystem Inflammatory Syndrome in children, and it's happening in some kids who've had COVID-19. So here to talk about that this morning and what parents need to know is Dr. Gigi Chawla, Chief of Pediatrics at Children's Minnesota. Thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me again.
So have we heard of any of these cases of multisystem inflammatory syndrome here in Minnesota?
You know, yes, I think we have had at least one case, and this would be about the timing that we would start to expect some MIS-C or MIS-C presenting. It does tend to, at least what we're learning, is it presents a few weeks after a child may have experienced COVID symptoms, or even, as we know about children, they may not even show any external symptoms but have had the COVID virus. So this is the right timing, and we're really starting to prepare for that experience and treating kids for this at Children's.
And I know there's a lot we're still learning about this connection, but what do we know, and what symptoms maybe should parents be on the lookout for? Because sometimes you might see kids that don't even know that they have COVID and then show up with the MIS-C.
That's exactly right. You know, I think what we're learning about MIS-C is that it is your own body's inflammatory response to this. It's an exaggeration of what would be expected. So for example, if you have an abrasion or skin your knee, your body sends cells to that area of injury and factors so that your body heals itself, you create a blood clot there, and your skin will then be, recovered from that. From an MIS-C is what we're recognizing is that same type of whole body inflammatory response to recovering from COVID. So we can see clots in unexpected places all throughout the body.
Mm-hmm. A lot of times we hear this compared to Kawasaki disease, but it's not the same thing, right?
Right. You know, what we know about Kawasaki disease is that it's triggered by likely a viral illness or something like that also, and it creates a similar type of inflammatory response in which your own body's immune system has an exaggeration, and we can see things like red eyes, red cracked lips, a tongue that looks like a strawberry, a red rash, and fever and swelling of the body. So MIS-C is similar to that, and we can see some of those things that are presenting, but it also is similar to Kawasaki in that it is more common in Asian American kids and in African American kids than on Caucasian kids. Mm-hmm. But what's different about it is that MIS-C tends to present with more gut symptoms. So kids will complain of belly pain, they'll have fever, they might even have vomiting or diarrhea, and so that's a little bit different. And also that it's an older kid. So typically Kawasaki has been for kids under the age of 5, and this is an older kid presentation. It's more like 7 to 8 to teenagers, right. And they're more sick.
I mean, I guess if you don't know that you've had COVID and then these symptoms show up, I mean, when is the time to call the doctor? Is it when you have your stomach's not feeling great, if you're having some of those problems, or do you wait for a rash?
I think that's a great question. And what I would ask families to do is, if you're seeing symptoms of belly pain and fever, that you should call in. If kids are really not feeling well, you should call in and ask to be seen by a clinician. I think that's the biggest fear that we have, and that families are afraid to come in for care, and that delay can certainly cause problems because we can treat MIS-C, and we really want to be able to offer that type of care.
All right, Dr. Gigi Chawla, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Mm-hmm.